What is going on, guys? This is Blue Teenager Gamer 27 bringing you some more information on the Billy Hatcher characters. We are on the last one. Bantam Scrambled. Oh, yeah. A gentle giant of himself. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away. I actually, the first website I found didn't really have a whole lot. It didn't even have the whole story. That's what I love about this. The website I use is billyhatcherfanon.fandom.com. That's where I find all this information from, just to let you in on that. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with this. All right. So, Bantam Scrambled. His biological overview. An unnamed mother and father. That's it. Is obviously a human species. His appearances on other media, the Archie comics, and the game. His physical description is male. He's brown. His eyes are brown. His hair/feathers are auburn. I actually never knew auburn was a type of character. I only knew it was a college. His hair is auburn. Attire: legendary rooster suit, which orange shirt, forest green fingerless gloves, orange helmet with green circles and chicken combs on the back, green pants, green and brown boots, red neckerchief, white frill around neck. Yeah, I think there's some casual attire here. Yeah. Camouflage jacket, red and white wristbands, brown shoes. His alignment and character traits. Obviously, he's good. His likes are cute things, his friends, helping those in need. Dislikes: Dark Raven, Eric Echo's prideful nature, the Crescent Moon Crow Army, all the enemies and all of his friends, and the powers, abilities, animal summoning, and egg control. Alright, here we go. Bantam Scrambled is a major protagonist in the Billy Hatcher franchise, as well as the oldest of his friends. Ever since he became a hero of Morningland, he began to get into a heated and vicious rivalry with Crow Army General Eric Echo. Bantam is a young preteen boy, roughly around 12 years of age. I'm older than all four of them. Both his hair and eye color are light brown with matching eyebrows. His casual attire consists of a brown, green camouflage jacket, olive green pants, red and white wristbands, and brown shoes. I actually never noticed the wristbands. I might have to take a look more closely. With yellow soles. He also appears to carry around an egg-shaped pocket watch, so he will know if one of his friends is late. Bantam has the most unique rooster suit out of all his friends. His consists of an orange shirt with a white ring around his neck. Again, I never knew about the ring. And to give the appearance of rooster, green pants, orange and gleam. Wow. Green shoes, green fingerless gloves, a red neckerchief, and an orange helmet with green circles on the sides with chicken combs protruding from the back. Without his suit, Bantam was shown to be strong enough to hold back 3 bullies from hurting a young Billy and a young Rolly. With his suit on, he mainly uses it to punch an egg straight into multiple crows. He also becomes more agile and gains all the power of Morningland. According to his official bio, Bantam is a gentle giant, as I mentioned in the beginning, who only uses his strength to look after his friends. He also adores cuteness, but hates injustice, especially when it comes to a Dark Raven. He's the most responsible of the human group, and Billy even considers him the leader. Even though I think Billy should be the leader, because he's the coolest. Actually, no, Chick is my favorite. But I mentioned that in the last video. Bantam, however, knows perfectly well that Billy is the leader because of his role of defeating Dark Raven, and seems to enjoy seeing his friends happy. Here we go, his early life. Bantam was born to a middle-class family from upstate New York. I know a YouTuber that was from there at one point. Where his father worked as a construction worker. According to Bantam, he is of Russian descent. Sorry, I got something stuck in my head that's really funny. From his mother's side, and even knows how to speak Russian. I do not know. I hope I will not have to attempt to speak it like I did with Japanese. His family moved to Colorado Springs when he began the 3rd grade because his father quit his job and wanted to enjoy the countryside. He met his future friends Billy Hatcher and Rolly Roll after he protected them from bullies. They became good friends after found a lot in common, like the fact that they can't stand to see anyone get teased. They eventually met their youngest friend, Chick Poacher, after his family moved to the neighborhood because Chick's father got a promotion. Bantam then suggested that the four start a club, which Billy and Rolly agreed to without hesitation, and Chick showing enthusiasm. Hero of Morningland. This cannot be happening to me. Bantam when he first woke up at Blizzard Castle, Chili Castle, from Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformer. God, I hated that place. But I love the music now after hearing it. One day, Bantam, Rolly, and Chick waited for Billy to show up, with Bantam checking his pocket watch to see how late Billy was. When Billy finally arrived, Bantam told him that he was 10 minutes late. I'm never late to anything. I'm I'm always on time. And he and the others already concocted a punishment for Billy. However, the punishment was postponed when they all heard the weak chipping. That sounds really bad to me. Chirping of a chick after Billy fended. My gosh, I'm having to swallow so many times. The two crows off with a stick. The chick began to glow, and all four friends were transported to different regions of Morningland. Bantam woke up and found himself covered in snow and saw that it was nighttime outside. Let me know what your favorite season is. Mine is spring. Bantam walked around, shivering uncontrollably, until a chick offered him some of his hot soup. Bantam became shocked at the talking chick and pounded his head onto the side of Blizzard Castle's walls. Telling himself to wake up, he stopped when he heard Minifuni, who told Bantam about the crows and their plans. Bantam refused to help, trying to say that there was nothing special about him, which was proven false after Minifuni showed him the day he saved Billy and Rolly from the three bullies. Bantam reluctantly agreed to be a hero and followed Minifuni's light to find his legendary racer suit, and became surprised when he found that he was wearing it. After warming himself by a fire, he noticed that the chicks were scared of something and saw Dark Corvo walking outside, checking the perimeter, and was clearly shown that he was miserably regretting ever finding the frozen region. Bantam bravely confronted Corvo and gave him an ultimatum: leave Morningland or he'll pound him straight to the moon and back. Corvo laughed at the remark, saying that size and strength do not matter. That is actually true. Size and strength don't matter. That is a very true statement. Uh, as long as he gains ultimate power. Bantam tried to punch Corvo out, but the sorcerer stepped aside and forced the child on the ground. Corvo then began to sadistically say that watching Bantam freeze to death would be the perfect form of execution. His thoughts were cut short when a soldier reported that he saw a much younger human at Dino Mountain. Bantam struggled to fight Corvo, only for the crow to taunt him and told his soldiers to tie him up and make sure he doesn't escape. Billy managed to free Bantam, and together with the help of Rolly and Chick, they defeated remaining Crow generals, rescued two more elders, and even learned how to get to the Sandy Ruins, which is actually the last level before Dark Raven, or before uh, it's something with Palace. I don't remember what it was called. I'd have to look it up. The four confronted Dark Corvo, who graduated them for making as far as they did in their adventure. Bantam watches Billy turn down Corvo's offer a second time, calling him a complete and total psychopath, and Corvo responding that there are fates far more worse than death, and uses telekinetic powers to lift Rolly into the air. Bantam was able to save Rolly as soon as Billy kicked him and stayed on the sidelines with Rolly and Chick as Billy and Corvo battled each other. Billy was able to defeat Corvo, and Bantam began to feel relief when Billy activated the Rainbow Gate, but was cut short when Dark Raven began to speak to the Force, saying that if they wish to fight with him, they have to come to his castle. Billy, Bantam, and the others realized that Raven found the giant palace and is attempting to hatch the giant egg. Bantam helped defeat several soldiers with Rolly and Chick so Billy can reach the center of the giant palace and resting place of the giant egg. Dark Raven said that he heard Corvo's offer to Billy and decided to make Billy respect his elders. Billy attempted to punch Raven, only to be blasted away by Raven's energy attack. Bantam and the others then saw that Raven created an energy barrier so he could see how Billy was on his own. Bantam felt overjoyed when Billy defeated Dark Raven, but quickly became shocked when the giant egg hatched. and Dark Raven became a giant monster crow dubbed Ultimate Raven. Bantam, Rolly, and Chick stood on the sidelines as Billy fought Raven and lost his rooster suit. To Raven's self-surprise, after Billy defeated Raven, Bantam and his friends were returned to the human world safe and sound, but not before Raven swore revenge on Billy and his kind. The return to Morningland. Bantam returned to being a normal kid attending school along with his friends. Bantam was the closest to telling his parents about Morningland, but began to feel sick when he tried to tell them anything else. He told his friends to meet him in the forest so they could discuss how the others were doing. When Billy fell down a hill and twisted his ankle, okay, that was not in any of the stories in the past. Bantam tried to help him up and saw that they were in the forest village. So to his bewilderment, Oma Oma greeted the four and saw that the group's parents had followed them. After Billy and Bantam explained everything to them, a chick told Oma Oma that her brother went into the forbidden woods. Billy took responsibility once again and wore his rooster suit to rescue the chick, while Bantam and the others waited for his return. Bantam became skeptical when Billy befriended a young crow child and asked Oma Oma about the stone fragment in Billy's hands. Oma Oma explained that it belonged to an ancient tablet that shows its user where the shards of the giant egg are. Bantam visited Pirates Island so he could ask Yuri Yuri to take him to the temple there. These village elders' names really sound like moons for planets. Like, could you not? The two found the temple and Bantam got to the center, but confronted Scarlet, who became bored with the humans and their interference. Scarlet then summoned a kraken-like monster to fight Bantam so he wouldn't take the fragment. Bantam defeated the monster and took the fragment so he could meet his friends at the forest village. Bantam and the others placed their pieces together and followed an orange light to an area of Morningland they've never been to yet. Scarlet waited for the five, and Bantam heard her berate her younger brother Kira before turning her attention to the humans. As Scarlet explained to use her brother's newfound friendship with Billy to her advantage, Bantam backed up after Billy became enraged at the crow. Bantam watched Billy defeat Scarlet and went back to the forest village to tell Oma Oma Kira's connection to Scarlet. During a private conversation with Billy, Kira and Oma Oma, the human hero, saw Scarlet appearing and grabbing Rolly as she jumped from a fissure. Not like an actual like fissure, but it's not spelled how you think. Bantam and Chick attempted to stop her from leaving, only to get kicked out of the way so she could go to the giant egg's temple. Bantam recovered from his injuries and managed to lead Chick to see the temple. He made it just in time to see Billy defeat Scarlet for the third and final time, but was surprised to see Corvo had survived his last ordeal with Billy. He was happy to see that Billy defeated Corvo, but became fearful when the original Crow army appeared with their king. Bantam could do nothing as Billy fought Raven in an alternate realm that Raven created and was amazed that Billy dragged Raven back into Morningland. As Billy fell unconscious, Bantam saw in terror Dark Raven had transformed into Ultimate Raven once again. Bantam helped lead the way out of the temple as Chicken and Rolly carried Billy out and Kira acted as a distraction. Bantam stood by Billy's side until he woke up. To his relief turned to horror, though, as he and the others saw Dark Raven surviving his ordeal and told him his desire to blot out the sun forever. Bantam watched Billy defeat Dark Raven, who was amazed at the boy's strength and courage, while also telling him that as long as the giant egg's power is his, he and the Crow army will never be destroyed. Bantam was then seen telling Billy that he knew the good news. Minifuni told him with a big smile on his face. I already know about the television series because I don't think it's real. I really don't. Relationships. I don't know if this has been in any other ones. To Billy Hatcher. Alright, so what's the plan? Billy asking Bantam the best plan. Because Bantam is the oldest of the group, Billy sees him as the leader of the team, even though Bantam knows that Billy's the leader because of his skill to defeat Dark Raven. Bantam shows his friendly side as well as his concerned side, often giving Billy advice when he messes something up. Billy shows appreciation to him and knows his friendship with Bantam will last forever. I'll have something to say after that we're done with Bantam. Chick Poacher. Bantam views Chick as a younger brother, as Chick always looks up to him, and Bantam is often the one that restrains Chick from attacking Bantam. Yeah. Bantam does get annoyed with Chick and his antics, such as the time Chick was trying to convince him to use his large collection of cheat sheets on a test, and shook his head after Chick received handcuffs to his wrists and his desk for cheating. I didn't realize you could get handcuffed in school. Must be a really bad cheater. The two stay good friends as Bantam makes sure he doesn't get obsessed with defeating Raven. Rolly Roll. Bantam and Rolly have shown to be good friends. Even though Rolly is the only girl in the group, she does seem interested in anything Bantam and the other boys do. Bantam acts kind to her and gives her advice in case she either messes up on a mission or something went wrong at her home. Rolly helps out by acting as a way to get the enemy away from Bantam, even though he shows a strong dislike of her doing it. Even when Rolly gets in a bad mood about everything, Bantam remains a great friend to Rolly and tries to help her out in the best way he can. Kira. Bantam was at first skeptical about Kira, but learned how to ease up on him when he turned against his father. Kira often refuses to talk to anyone unless Billy and his friends are with him and even challenges them to friendly contests. When Kira developed amnesia, Bantam went with him to help him remember who he was while the others dealt with the Crow army, indicating that Bantam and Kira developed a brotherly bond between each other. The Scrambleds. I don't want to scare you, but my family can be a bit zany when it comes to new people. Bantam warning Kira about his parents. Bantam's parents are both fun loving and always supportive of their only son. According to Bantam, his mother is Russian and even learned how to speak Russian language when he was in the second grade. They can get very excited when Bantam makes a new friend and welcomes them into their home with embarrassing results. Bantam always looks on the positive side, and his parents always support him for his role as a hero of Morningland. Aragecko. Humans have no honor. Aragecko before fighting Bantam. Bantam and Aragecko have been bitter enemies ever since Saltim compared Bantam's strength to Aragecko's own strength. Bantam does view the Sawrocks as a proud, if not stubborn race, and that he does honor them, only to irate the Sawrock Prince to the point of saying that humans have no honor. Each time they meet, they know that a fight's inevitable and prepare themselves for what will happen to them in the battle. Dark Raven. If you do not have any words to say, do not threaten me. Dark Raven seconds before smacking Bantam away. Dark Raven and Bantam rarely fight in the series, but when they do, it usually involves Raven toying with Bantam's emotions. Raven does see Bantam as an obstacle that he has to overcome for his plans to succeed. Once Bantam lost his temper at Raven because he had insulted his friendship and that he did not care what was special about it. Raven saw that Bantam was so angry and sad that his words didn't come out and was smacked away. Bantam usually leaves Raven to Billy while he handles his traps. Dark Corvo. Bantam and Corvo fight whenever they do interact with each other, but mostly Corvo completely ignores Bantam because Bantam fights against Eric Gecko more. The sorcerer does admit that Bantam is a powerful human and, just like Billy, tried to persuade him to join the Crow army. Bantam, however, knows where he belongs and stays on the side of justice. Scarlet. Bantam doesn't interact with Scarlet much in the series, but Scarlet does see Bantam as a nuisance who needs to be plucked from existence. I get it. It's a chicken joke. Bantam doesn't seem too enthusiastic when he hears Scarlet trying to steal a shard of the giant egg, and mostly gets someone else to do all the fighting against her. Just like Eric Gecko, he believes she has no honor and thinks everything would be better without her. Morninglanders. Bantam serves as one of the protectors of Morningland and will do anything to keep everything in peace and prosperity. Bantam does enjoy some of the perks of Morningland has to offer, such as when the denizens created giant statues in their honor. Bantam isn't as attention seeking as Chick or Billy are, but he enjoys meeting new people when he goes on a mission. The world is very big and there's too much to see. Also, that he part was not laughing; it was two he's. Notion and finds Morningland to one big beautiful world. Quotes, usually my favorite parts. Okay, that sounds great. First meeting Billy and Rolly. Billy, you're 10 minutes late. When he sees Billy arriving late for a meeting, that quote I just read actually does happen in the very beginning cutscene of the game. When he sees Billy arriving late for a meeting, wake up, wake up, wake up! Meeting a talking chick. This place is pretty dang creepy. Arriving at Circus Park, the bane of existence in the game. Guess no one said that life was fair. Saying goodbye to Morningland. This is awesome! Returning to Morningland. I don't know, Billy. A crow who lost his memory? Really, think about it. Being skeptical about Billy's new friend. If you want to go to the temple, you'll have to go through me, blocking Scarlet's way to the ancient temple. 'Cause you can't keep a secret. Explaining why no one told Chick about Billy's surprise. You best get ready once we get started. There's no holding back. Preparing to fight a powerful crow. Don't think I'll hold anything back. Preparing to fight Eric Gecko. My gosh, he's got a lot. Sorry, but if anyone insults my friends like that, I just have to do something. Explaining why he confronted Dark Raven. At this point, things can't get any worse. Seconds before, an insane Billy bursts through the door. That's what you get for trying to cheat to Chick after he gets caught cheating. I do respect your race, and I honor you as a prince, trying to defuse the situation between him and Eric Echo. No way, there's going to be an end of the world. Encouraging his friends to fight for what's right. Some trivia. Bantam's physical design was based on Knuckles and the Echidna from Sonic Adventure. Ironically, the term Bantam refers to a small breed of rooster. Bantam is the oldest, heaviest, tallest, and has the deepest voice of his friends. Bantam and Rolly have two of the most unique chicken suits in the series. And I don't know if we got to his age, but Bantam is 12 years old. That is all for Bantam. So the next one, I'm really going to enjoy the next one. We're going to be doing Billy Hatcher's mom. That's going to be a very fun one. So, that one part where I said I was going to say something at the end of this one is that today marks 2 months of my absolute loving of Billy Hatcher as the number one favorite video game character of all time and favorite video game of all time from me. My first number one him December 28th, as today is February 28th. Yes, I did this video pretty darn late. I did it around 11:15, but still. Here's the one thing I am going to say. I love Billy Hatcher so much. All the information I've covered about his game, about himself and his friends, his family, his game himself, his crossover games. How much I love this game's music. I feel like that he is my son. I feel like that I am Billy's son. Or I treat him like my own son. Basically like he's my own child. So, yeah. There's the weird part. Anyway, Billy's mom is next. There is a part that I'm going to enjoy and expect me to crack up because it's pretty funny. I've already looked at this about roughly about not quite a month, but close. But yeah, Billy's mom will also be doing his father, which I think will be pretty cool. I'm not telling you their names, Billy's mom and dad. until we get to them. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big fat like, subscribe, or I will find you. I'm just kidding. And smash the notification bell with some wristbands. Red and white wristbands, if you have any. Sometimes they're used for exercising. Leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please, thank you very much if you did. So if you hated it, shame on you. And just another quick tip, there are YouTube scammers around here, Trap Town, and beware, they are scammers. I've came across 3 different ones. So be warned about them. I have seen them on Sonic Central before. And off of that, links will be in the description below for Blue Vivosity's and Sonic Central's YouTube channels, as well as my Twitter. Follow me at HatcherFan27. Please, I changed my picture, my profile picture, not by header footer. My header footer. Jeez, I can speak. Header picture. I changed it. The header picture is not changed, but my profile picture is changed. I don't know. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway, it was a whack ending. Anyway, with that, also be sure to check out all my other videos, please do. This is also including this one. Now I can say, this is Blue Teen Hedgehog Gamer 27 saying, peace out.